Today is a historical day for crypto. Not only price-wise because the markets are pumping, but something bigger than this is happening. We are finally uniting because whether you are in crypto to make a lot of money or you are an XRP holder, it doesn't matter. We all wanted one thing, and that's a Trump win, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So let's dive into why this is actually pretty bullish. So please welcome to the Fomo Factory. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. And usually I don't push out videos at this time, but we cannot wait with this, right? This is time sensitive shit. So, you know, Trump, look, they are already celebrating, and that's not for no reason, right? The Republicans, they are already having their celebrations and they're claiming the victory, and it's not over till it's over, right? So we should not cheer too soon, but how rigged do you want something to be if they're not going to win right now, right? So the winning is happening, and you can see that in the market right away. And for the people that might have just woke up, what happened? Bitcoin made a new all-time high last night. At least for me, it was night, so I woke up and I was like, all-time high. Great shit. Good start. Good way to start the day. It's a good morning to say good morning. So now it's coming down a little bit again, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Actually, what happened is we have the high right here, right? And we pushed above it. We now come down to kind of maybe retest that. So technically, it's all looking great. So the markets are responding very well. Now, in my opinion, a Trump win is completely priced in at this point, right? I do not think that if we see the official victory that it will be a short-term pump which is going to bring it much higher. But overall, this is really, really, really bullish for the markets. And I said before, and I stand by it, like, hey, we do not need Trump for Bitcoin to make all-time highs. Of course not, right? I think we all know that, like, Bitcoin always made all-time highs, and it never depended on a certain president or company or an institution or a single person or whatever. But it certainly helps, right? I mean, it's better for us that Trump is president than Harris, of course. Now, I am very curious if Trump now is actually a man of his word, right? When he came to the Bitcoin conference, yeah, he was speaking to us with nice words, saying exactly what we wanted to hear, right? And I understand that's political talk, that they do it like that. But, what he said and what I think is super interesting is that Gensler will be fired. Now, I get that crypto is not his priority as soon as it turns out that he's a president, but it wouldn't take long to get Gensler out. And that should be very bullish for crypto because, the SEC is basically crypto's public enemy. So that will be extremely good for crypto. Now, like I said, I think it was yesterday, what I expect the market to do is when Trump wins, so let's zoom out a little bit. When Trump wins, market probably does something like this, down, and then just goes into a bull market. What I also said that if Harris wins, market probably goes down, bull market. Look, at the end of the day, I think it doesn't really matter if you look at a bull run or not, right? We will get the bull run even if freaking, I don't know, Beyonce would be president. It doesn't really matter. A bull run is something that's programmed in crypto anyway, right? But, hey, Trump can maybe help speed things up, bring the sentiment back in the market, bring the retail in faster, maybe make the price not go to 120 but 150K, or maybe not to 180 but 200. I don't know. Like, it could definitely help, right? And is this now the time to be super euphoric and buy fully into the market? Look, it is what a lot of people are doing, right? I mean, Bitcoin with a $1.5 trillion valuation, give or take, is already pumping quite hard. So yeah, a lot of people are buying based on the fact that Trump is going to win, right? I mean, I guess that's like the Trump pump, what we're seeing right now. But is that something that you should do as well? Look, let's look at the cyclical point of view of crypto first. Because again, Trump winning helps. Definitely, it's a good thing. It makes me feel a lot better than if I woke up and saw that Harris was taking the lead for sure. But nevertheless, Harris, Trump, Beyonce, Kanye West, Mickey Mouse, whoever's the president, bull run anyway, 100%. Right? So let's take a look at that. Now, what's interesting is that, again, the market is pumping right now because of Trump. Then again, if you look at where we are in this cycle compared to the other two cycles, we are kind of doing what we're supposed to do right now, right? You cannot say like, oh, this is only because of pump. This is only because of the halving. This is only because of the ETF. There's always a reason. At the end of the day, the market just always finishes the 4-year cycle, right? And whatever narrative you want to give it, it doesn't really even matter, right? At the end of the day, we get there. Now, what we did so far, so this is Bitcoin from the low until the high, basically. And these two lines are the previous two cycles, and the purple is where we are right now. So, yeah, we started at 1, right? That was the bottom, at 0, sorry. And what was happening, basically, this year, we had a slow grind up, and at a certain point, we went super fast. That was at the point that the ETFs came. Right? We went up very fast. I think that the market then told us like, oh, guys, wait, we forgot that we don't move because of the news, but that we move because of the cycle. So we need to slow down a little bit because we are ahead of schedule, right? And therefore, we see this 8 months sideways period that bored everybody out of the market. While in reality, we were just running ahead. And now we were, just waiting for it to be on track again. Now Bitcoin is even a little lower than it was in the previous two cycles, right? It's quite a difference, actually, if you zoom in at least. If you zoom out, then, yeah, it's quite ahead, right? So Bitcoin is supposed to be here, no matter what. Now, what's the interesting thing is, I mean, how much proof do you want that the cycle is intact, right? And that we're doing what we always do. Yeah, look what happened in this period until the peak. It was basically like up only, of course, like in the cycle of 2000 and what was it? The last one, 2021. We went up, we went down, and we went up again. We had some kind of a double top, of course. In 2017, it was more like straight up. Hey, who knows how that is exactly going to look this cycle? That's what we don't know. But overall, we will get there. All right, so Bitcoin is just looking super bullish. Now, who gives a fuck about Bitcoin in this stage of the market, right? It's about the altcoin market at this point. It's the end of the election year. This is not the time to buy Bitcoin. This is the time to buy altcoins because as cyclical crypto is, this is where Altseason should start at the end of this year, beginning next year, right? So let's take a look at altcoins. Now the Bitcoin dominance pushing to new all-time highs, right? So the Bitcoin dominance is, of course, going up. And I think that could stop pretty soon, actually. And what does that mean? Well, this is why altcoins now get wrecked against their Bitcoin pair. So altcoins are not really doing fantastic right now. I mean, today it's having a nice pump, but overall, yeah. I mean, it's like Bitcoin is up 6.3% and the overall altcoin market is up 7.4%. Right, so that's not a big difference compared to the fact that Bitcoin is a lower risk asset. But if this goes down, that's what we call an alt season, right? And that's what we are all waiting for. And I occasionally get some comments on the channel now that alt season is not going to happen. And that's like the perfect counter trade, if you ask me, because here everybody was bullish on altcoins and now altcoins got completely wrecked. Everybody's bearish on altcoins. Don't make that beginner mistake, okay, guys? Like, that's your first year in crypto, okay. But now you should know better, right? But if you overlay Bitcoin on this chart, then this is quite interesting, actually. You can see that, for example, in this cycle, when Bitcoin started to make new all-time highs, which happened right here. That was also kind of the period where the Bitcoin dominance, it had that final push, but then went into Altseason. Here, Bitcoin, when it was above $1,200, which was here, right? Let me see here. This is where Bitcoin made new all-time highs. Previous all-time high was $1,200. Look where that is on the Bitcoin dominance. Here. Right before Altseason started. So historically, Bitcoin makes new all-time highs and we get an Altseason. But I don't mean make new all-time highs as in, the all-time high that we saw in March, right? That little and back down again. So far, hey, we are just wicking, but it's wicked, right? Because these are 2 wicks already. And let's see how this week closes. It's Wednesday. We have a long week to go. So let's see how it does. But the market is getting more and more and more certainty. And that's what the market prefers. So the altcoin market should do some catching up within now and 2 months. Now, again, the altcoin market is super cyclical as well. And every time that I preach about the fact that crypto is cyclical, that should make you bullish, right? Why? Because if crypto is going to do what it did every time, then it means that next year it's going to blow up. It's super simple. And so far, still, it is doing exactly what it does, right? So I said this for so long, but please don't be in the camp anymore that this time is different. How much? It's not, right? It's not. In the altcoin market, look, this is very fascinating if you ask me. We have a run-up. What do we have then? With the altcoin market, we have around a 60% retrace, right? This stage with a run-up, and then without COVID, of course, we have around a 60% retrace. Now, we had a run-up, and what did we had? Around a 60% retrace. So, also the altcoin market, people are now fudding and feeling like altcoins are not coming back. Why? It's doing exactly like what it did previous cycles. And what happened after that retrace, bro? Full bull. Full bull. So you're telling me that everything is the same, but the bull, that will be canceled? Why? It doesn't make sense at all, right? And now maybe people start to believe that again because Trump won. People, they don't believe in the cycles. They don't understand cycles. They think it's too easy or whatever. They just need a narrative. Well, here you have Trump is winning. Here's your narrative. Gensler is going to fucking work at McDonald's flipping burgers for you, which you hopefully won't go if you have a lot of money. You can afford better food than that. But hey, maybe nice to look for him. Now people have a narrative. Now we have Trump, right? And again, I don't want to cheer too soon, but it might be by the time this video is out that it's official, right? Interestingly enough, the altcoin dominance, right? It's breaking trend line a little bit. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. If you look at it on a monthly, look, we broke it here to the upside, but it turned out to be a huge wick. We can break it to the downside here. And so far, more than half of this move is already a wick. This chart going up is Altseason. Well, this parallel channel has been intact for a long time. And it happens to be that every post-halving year, we get to the top of this range. Right? So even if it's bad as hell, and it just goes to the mid side of the range, which is 17%, yeah, if crypto gets to a total market cap of $5 trillion, which I think is not that optimistic even, and you take 17% of that, then it would be a 750 billion, let's say $800 billion market cap for altcoins or so. That's a lot higher than where we are right now, right? That's here. That's fat new all-time highs, like 2x above the previous all-time high, right? So far, we didn't even come close to that all-time high, and people already made a lot of money here. So good times are coming, and the altcoin market can shift very fast. So I need you to be prepared. So how to prepare yourself right now. I want to talk about how I am preparing for this next year, because some people might be afraid that it goes up. They don't believe it anymore. It's comfortable. But I can tell you, you will get out of your comfort zone. It is going up and you need to be sharp. You need to be ready to take your profits, to shuffle your money, to make sure that you are well positioned before it happens, because it's going to happen faster than you think. So let's take a look how I am at least planning to do that. So we have the altcoin market, like I said, right here. The altcoin market just had its 60% retrace, basically, right? So the time to buy altcoins with dollars is probably like the best opportunity. Well, the best opportunity was the bottom, of course, right? If you want to buy it with dollars. But then again, we always have a second best opportunity. We had bottom, second best opportunity, Altseason. Bottom, second best opportunity, Altseason. Bottom, second best opportunity, and we're basically sitting there, and then Altseason. So if anything, between now and 2 months, you should have your positions ready. Guys, go work. That's so important. Find a job. Go work at the McDonald's. You can maybe talk to Gensler there like, hey, how did you end up here? Whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Go work somewhere, save some money, put it in crypto now you still can. It's not financial advice. It completely sounds like it though, don't sue me. But make sure that you are well positioned, because time is now going to run out, really. Obvious. Like, I know the clickbaity time is running out now. It's what it is, right? Make sure that you have your positions. Or even if you make, I don't know, depends on where you live, but if you make like $20 a day, that $20 can be turned into $400 if you play this right. Then in hindsight, making $400 a day isn't that bad, is it? Make sure that you are in the altcoin market. Now, what I am doing, I am stacking up now. I know I love to have a good bag of cash still, in case whatever happens. But I don't think it's wise to sit on too big of a bag right now. Crypto should be priority. There's more risk of not being in this market than there is of being in this market, right? Because it's very simple. If you look at the altcoin market, it is more likely that it goes here than here, right? And we're now sitting somewhere in the middle of that. So if it's more likely that it goes here, then you should be more prepared for it to go here. And that's by not having cash, but crypto. So what I'm doing is I am stacking up on the quality altcoins, right? Why? Well, if you look at this watch list right here, you can see that, of course, there are some low caps, like Wagme is doing fantastic. Playable is doing fantastic. But you are not missing out if you are, for example, in an AVAX right now, right? A high cap coin, and it pumps 8% like it's nothing. Prime, 8% like it's nothing. IMX, 9%. Render, 10%. Solana, 10%, right? These coins have low risk at the moment compared to other altcoins, and they still have good returns. The money flows like that. You know that by now. Bitcoin first. It's what we have seen. Bitcoin completely fucked every altcoin out there, basically. Then it should go into Ethereum, is what they say. I don't know if that's the case this cycle, but I do agree that it's going to the high caps first. Ethereum is high cap. Then it goes to the low caps, right? It doesn't mean that there are no low caps that are going to do fantastic right now. There are already like crazy coins like with no market cap flying. But the point is that a lot of real low caps, they could still, like Elu, low cap, responding like shit, right? Spartadex, low cap, responding like shit. Engine Starter, responding like shit. Polis, responding like shit. Game Starter, Sidus, Neuros, Altora, Domi, not great right now. While Bitcoin is up 6%, right? Why would you be in a massively high risk altcoin right now if Bitcoin gives better returns? It's still that stage of the market. So therefore, I would say the high caps are now definitely worth it. We are now shifting into the phase of crypto where you can take lower risk bets for greater returns. I think the next phase is right now, right here. So I'm stacking up on these quality altcoins that have proven that they move. Super has been strong. So yeah, it wasn't an alt season, this complete cycle yet. Like nothing. But Super went like crazy. Solana went like crazy. Can you imagine what these altcoins do during a bull market? For altcoins in an alt season. Guys, it's going to be fantastic. And I'm not sitting here saying that everything will 50 or 100x because it's not, right? It's very simple. But I am sitting here saying, like, guys, if your target is a 4, 5x, feel free to put all your money in Bitcoin and Ethereum and you will probably get it, right? Maybe a little Solana, you will get it. If you are in lower cap altcoins, then your goal is probably that you want to make more than a 5x. And I think it's very possible. Again, Bitcoin is going to make new all-time highs. That's what it does, right? So let's say Bitcoin goes to, let's be super conservative. Bitcoin goes to, let's pop CoinGecko open right here, to a $2 trillion market cap, which is kind of around $100,000 Bitcoin. I think it's going to do more than that, though. But a 1 trillion, 2 trillion. 2 trillion, if we get an alt season, then it means that the Bitcoin dominance is going down. So that $2 trillion, a big part of that, is going from Bitcoin into, I don't know, name a coin. A low cap one, right? An AVAX, for example, with a $10 billion market cap. It takes such a small part of Bitcoin's market cap into such a high cap coin already that it could 2, 3, 4, 5x, right? The valuations are going to be ridiculous. The euphoria is going to be insane. It's going to be fantastic. So what you're going to see is that a lot of these altcoins, they will reach valuations that you don't think it's possible. Because there are a lot of new people in this market right now thinking that alt season won't happen. Right? They think that they can outsmart the market and that this time is different. While in reality, it's not, right? Of course, it's not. And it will happen, and it will take a lot of people off guard. And before you know, for example, Prime, whatever, look at this chart right here. Right? If you look at it like this, to put it a little in perspective on a regular scale. Look, it was sitting at $28. Alt season is about to come. Bitcoin is going to go way higher. So Prime is at least going higher than $30, right? But that could happen faster than a lot of people think. A lot faster. It's your job to be positioned here. At least from here to here, this area, right? Under $13 or so. Because as soon as it starts to do this, people think, it's a dead altcoin, right? Altcoin season not gonna happen. Oh, okay, maybe it is happening. Fuck, it is happening. Let's buy. Too late. You'll want to be here. Conviction is what makes money, right? Not having to see the proof first and being a little bitch, being back at the line and buying when everybody else already bought, ready to dump on you. Right? You need to have your conviction right now. Right now. Like I said in yesterday's video, there's a certain niche in crypto that I think is going to blow up if Trump wins. And let me very quickly see if the news is already official, but probably takes some time anyway. But that niche in crypto, well, everybody's congratulating him at least. That niche in crypto, launchpads. And for the people that missed yesterday's video, currently people cannot participate in IDOs if they live in the United States because, Gary Gensler is toxic, right? But if Trump wins, then Gensler's out, as he promised, right? So it might be possible that people can participate in lunches again. And then everybody goes into IDOs. That's going to be crazy, right? So I would say don't ignore CDFI, Dicubate, Pools Finance, Paid Networks, Spartadex, Engine Starter, whatever, all these launchpads, these good launchpads that are proving that they, have great launches. That niche is going to explode. It's going to explode anyway, but with Trump, it's even more sure. I've seen so much FUD on launchpads. And everybody, same as the rest of the market. People were bullish here, but it went down, and the IDOs weren't that great, of course, because there was no no liquidity in the market. So people were fucking bearish over here. Awesome. That's the buying opportunity. Take advantage of it. Now it is still here, not when it's here again. That's too late, right? Now, in next year, when the market is moving like crazy, don't be scared to take your profits, okay? Do not be scared to take your profits. If we do take a look at the last bull market, look, it's going to be hectic. It's going to be really, really hectic. Last bull market for altcoins was almost up only, right? So you could have just said in hindsight, like, well, if you just bought here, sold somewhere right here, you nailed it. But hey, in the middle of it, that's hard, man. That's really hard. If you look, we broke out of this range, right? We were ranging, and here we thought, oh, bullish, we're ranging again. And then, bam, we went up 78%, right? People thought, okay, bull market is on. And then we crashed with another 31%. This is going to happen a lot more also in this bull market. We're going to see periods where it looks like it is all over. And every YouTuber, a lot of them at least, especially the ones that like clickbait a lot, and there are a lot of those, they will make all these videos. Bull market is on, and then, oh no, it's over. Like, oh my fuck, right? Ignore the noise. Ignore the negative sentiment. 2025 is an alt-season bull market. It's like too likely. So don't be afraid to take your profits, right? Then you take, because not only you walk away with money and you make sure that you cannot lose, but you also take a little emotion out of the game, because emotions are going to kill you, right? In life, also in crypto, especially in crypto. So if once we finally start to break out of this range that we are in, it's not even it's a range right now. Once we break out and you make some good money, at least take your initials out. Make sure that there is not a single way for you to lose. Right? I said this before, but you came in crypto to make money. The opposite is losing money. So you at least have to take that away, right? So make sure that you cannot lose anymore. If you have like 10K right now and you have 20, 30K right here, take your 10K back. There's no losing, and then you can play with house money. Then you are less emotional when it comes down, because you never lost anything, right? Becker made a pretty good video yesterday, actually, where he said how to exit the market. Make sure that you have certain exchanges ready, that you know how to use an on-chain or DEXs, that you don't move money in big amounts, because, your bank can freeze your money, and then you have to do a lot of paperwork, and it's fucked up, right? It's really fucked up if that happens. So that was actually a good video. Go watch it, I would say, if you haven't seen it. Really helpful. So be prepared for the biggest amount of stress that you have witnessed in the last 3 years in your crypto journey. Because going down is not stress, that's just sadness, right? That's just frustration, anger, sadness, desperation, whatever you want to call it, right? Grief. Then we had a period of boredom and false hope. Then we had a period of hope again. Hope. And then we had a lot of disappointment again. And what's the right word? I don't know. People just felt like, okay, it's over. It's like not going to happen. And they were really defeated. And now, but that was no stress, really, right? The stress will come now. That's where the market will move faster than you can think. And therefore, it is crucial that you already have a plan before that move happens. Because, believe it or not, in a bull market, people get fucking wrecked. That's what happens. In a bull market, you can get completely wrecked. Okay? Because there are a lot of people that's, they've seen this range, and they like, fuck, why didn't I take any profits this whole time in these ranges, right? Then the market does break out, and they feel like, I'm smart, I'm going to take my profits right now because it's going to crash again, and then take all the money out of crypto. And then they see like, you see, wait, if it gets there again, I'm a buy, right? And then it goes up and they feel, shit, now what? Right? I can buy back, but then I have a lot less coins, right? I'm gonna wait. And then it goes up more and they feel like, okay, fuck, I made a crucial mistake. This is like, let's just buy it back. It goes down again. Like, that's what happened to me as well. Not in this point, 2017 mostly. But this is what happens to so many people. And that's really because you do not have a plan, right? If you have a plan, if you are already well prepared, then there is nothing to stress about. And again, you can also prevent this by already having the conviction when nobody else has, right? And at the moment, the sentiment is altcoins are dead. This is dead. No alt season. Great. Let these people completely wreck themselves. You know better than that. It's time to fucking load up, okay? So I'm loading up on good quality altcoins. Mostly high caps, some low caps here and there to have some exposure. And I will shuffle it along the way. I already look, and I'm not having a plan as in, okay, in March, then I'm going to put that into that coin and looks how the market looks by them, right? That it depends on that. But I do have my watch list of altcoins. I have some low caps that I like, but that I didn't bought yet. Luckily, because in the last couple of weeks, they got completely wrecked. But I'm eyeing them, right? I am looking at them. And when the market shows like, hey, it's going to be time for low caps, I'm striking. That's how you reshuffle your money. That even if the market just gives you a 10x on paper, you can make a 5x first, put it back, make a 10x there, you end up with a 50x maybe. You can do so much more than the market is giving to you, right? Not necessarily by trading, but knowing when to put your money where. That's the important thing. So I want to wrap it up right here. It's a good day for all of us. Again, don't want to celebrate too soon, but something really weird has to happen, and that I don't expect that. And if it does happen, I might just buy some rigged tokens. So everybody, congratulations. We're gonna enter a fantastic phase in crypto. So if you are excited, please smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.